In that same article, Robert Smith, the head of the British Boxing Board of Control, and others have said this shouldn't be sanctioned. There's too big of a discrepancy in terms of experience. What is your response to those people?
They're hypocrites. They're not focused on the real problems of boxing, which is having these journeymen and women who are effectively on a circuit of getting beat up and knocked out to give W's to up and coming prospects and contenders. I think in the UK, there's fighters that have 50, 60, even I think I saw one that has 100 losses on their record. That's the real problem. People who are coming there to lose, literally having a couple of wins built up, coming in, getting knocked out. I made the example of one of Joshua's opponents. I think it was his 10th opponent. He got knocked out by Joshua and then got knocked out 7 more times right after Joshua. That's a guy who shouldn't have been sanctioned to fight Joshua to begin with, because everyone could see what was happening. Everyone knows what that process is. A lot of promoters do it. I guess I understand it, to their desire to build up records. But Jake has a massive amount of experience being on the biggest stages. Jake has the best team around him on a 24/7 basis. And Jake is coming in against Anthony Joshua to shock the world and win. He's not coming there to be a stat padding exercise for Anthony Joshua, which is what a lot of boxing is, and which the likes of the British Boxing Board of Control obviously are aware of.
And so, as you know, with every announcement, there's all kinds of chatter. So I'm just asking you these things to address them once and for all. The talk that, hey, there's a wink, wink, handshake, hold them up for a few rounds, scripted, not like all this shit that comes up every single time Jake fights. What is your response to all of these accusations, these criticisms, all this stuff?
I think it speaks to how incredibly impressive Jake Paul's accomplishments are, that no matter what event it is, even though he lost to Tommy Fury, split decision, many people thought Jake won. Even that one maybe was scripted, people would say, right? If you remember, my dear friend Mike Perry put out a script of how that fight was going to go and how Jake was going to beat Tommy Fury. And for people to say that these fighters are taking paydays, I guess Tommy Fury must be the one true noble athlete in the world, as you can see by the conduct of his father, John Fury, that didn't take the massive payday to follow a script. The reality is it's absolutely ridiculous. It's illegal. It's a federal crime. In Jake's 13 fights to date, the only time there has ever been any variation of true professional boxing with the highest level of integrity is when he fought Mike Tyson. And that's when we agreed to 2-minute rounds instead of 3 for the benefit of Mike Tyson. And we agreed to 14-ounce gloves instead of 10 for the benefit of Mike Tyson. And both of those were clear, public, and we got the commission to agree to still make it a professional fight, which meant they could go at it 100% and it would show up on their records. And that's it.
And so, to be clear, nothing of that sort going into this fight?
Absolutely not, 100%. Categorically not.